Alright, what's up, guys? Story time. I guess number 2. So, I was with my friends, right? Yeah, it's super much fun. I love being with my friends, and, my friends, we have lots of fun all the time. But, then there's a few things that you don't want to have happen, but they happen anyways, and you don't got a choice, right? Like, maybe you're climbing a building, and then you get the cops called on you by someone. Yeah, that's happened. Maybe you are getting attacked by some crazy man that you assume is on drugs. Yeah, that happened. Wait a minute. Huh. Okay. Let me just explain something. I was not attacked by a crazy man. I was never physically hit. I was threatened, but I was never physically hit by a homeless man. It's pretty scary though, nonetheless. Anyways, so I was out with my friends for one day, and we were really fucking around, right? Like we were climbing buildings, like a few very specific buildings that we have in our area. We were also like, climbing a waterfall, going through random shit, and it's all good. And we eventually go back to a park that we used to. It has a school in it. And we used to go there. And we're like, oh yeah, let's just chill here and everything will be fine. Well, we start playing some basketball because why not? And we get some more of our friends to show up. And that being said, those friends show up right as this happens, and it's like they could have just said no or been like a minute late, and this wouldn't have happened to them. And I feel so bad, but it's fucking hilarious. So we're sitting there, and we notice this guy. He's screaming like, "Fuck you! Go fuck yourself, you stupid fucking bike!" Yeah, he's talking to his bicycle. He's like, so he's holding the bike by its hand, by the bike's handles, and he's like kicking the seat. And it's like as if you're doing like a wheelie. It's like he's just like kicking it. It's gonna be fucking cunt. Screw the fucking war. Like what the hell? What is this man on? And like we honestly didn't care. We found it pretty funny. But then he was walking around the park, and it's like a track, so he's walking around it, like straight around it, which is like it's cool. But we can't help but not stare at this guy, or at least laugh at this guy, right? And I will laugh, alright? And I did. I gotta say, my friends go dead silent. Like, I mean dead. And I just can't not laugh at him. I had to keep laughing. It was hilarious, right? So, he's walking by us eventually, and I keep laughing while my friends go dead silent. So, when this happens, he keeps going. Eventually just stops, turns around, says, "Don't laugh at people that are gonna bash your face in, kid." And then I actually let out like a scream, and I mean like a dying, like I was trying not to laugh, but I was fucking crying. Like it wasn't intentional, I swear to God. It was just fucking hilarious. So the little like 2-second standoff there, it continues, and he keeps going. Eventually, my friend actually hit me because they're like, "Dude, what the fuck are you doing? You're gonna get us all killed." It's like, but am I though? Am I? And so I continue to laugh and cry, but I notice that he's still walking. He's walking down the street that one of my friends lives on. So I was gonna go get my friend, and I tell my friends, "Wait here," and I bolt after this man. Like, yeah, I could have just left it there, but it was funny. So I was like, I'm gonna go get one of my friends. So when I leave them, I follow the guy to the street, mostly because, again, my friend was there, right? He starts yelling at some lady and kicks their garbage can that's on the curb, and I just screamed at the top of my lungs, "Why? Why?" Like, I don't know why I was doing that, but it was just too funny not to. I sounded drunk, but he was on so many drugs that I don't even think it mattered. But so I continue off doing that, and I get, it's like 2 blocks down, right? From where we were originally, I go 2 blocks. The guy's still going that same way, and I'm about to get to my friend's house. I have to wait a minute because I didn't want to actually go into my friend's house at that point because I feel like the guy would try to kill us. But eventually the guy turns the corner and I get my friend. So I chase after the guy again, and so I scream the "why" again, right? Like, "Why?" And I'm screaming it, and he goes, You have 3 seconds. It's like, what? 3 seconds for what? What are you gonna do to me? He's like, 3, 2, 1. He puts his bike down and gets on it and starts biking towards us. So we fucking bolt, and like this man's slow, even on a bike. So we were fine. So we run back, all the way back to the school that we were at. And our friends hadn't seen us yet because we went to the opposite side, right? So we were like at the sides of the school. They were on the other side. And we went around from the front to the side, then the back, and then we went to where they were. But this guy was still near us. So before we went back to them, we ended up just jumping on top of the building because we didn't have a choice. We were like, we're going to die. And this guy, he ended up trying to get up, right? And then he noticed that he couldn't because getting up to the building is actually pretty difficult. Okay, it's really not for us, but for him, sure, it could have been. But dude, I swear to God, this man, I don't know. I want to know what his intentions were. Like, what was he gonna do to a bunch of teens? Like, I think I was like 14, 13 at the time. Like, that's ridiculous. That was so long ago. But you know what? That was fun. It was so worth it too. I mean, I pissed someone off like an extreme amount, but you know what? I'm not gonna complain. Like, he just shouldn't be so drugged. I am curious though. Like, I wonder what drugs he was on, and what kind of man goes around kicking a bicycle and screaming fuck you, cunt" every like 10 seconds. And I mean, he was screaming it since the second I saw him. Like, the absolute second we saw him, he was screaming. He was very, very violent towards his bike too. Like, what the fuck did the bike ever do to you, buddy? But yeah, I figured I would share a small little story of why people scare me. But thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.